Let's get on board with some of the world's greatest kayakers as they take on the planet's most epic falls. Number 4 in our countdown takes us to the gigantic Rhine Falls in Switzerland. 150 meters wide and 23 meters high, it's Europe's largest plain waterfall. Running this fall in a kayak is extremely dangerous, but there's one guy, Swiss kayaker Ron Fischer, who not only wants to ride down this gigantic waterfall, but also to do so at night. With only the moonlight as his guide, Fischer enters the giant falls where 250,000 liters of water rush through every second. And after a bumpy ride down the different sections of the waterfall, Fischer has done it, safe in the knowledge that he's completed one of the most daring kayak stunts ever. At 3, let's join extreme paddlers Rafa Ortiz, Ben Brown, Russ Sturgis, and Jared Meehan as they travel to New Zealand's South Island for the ultimate kayaking experience.
We heard from the locals that we should be going to the Tree Trunk Gorge, and we're some minutes away from getting in our boats and running this amazing piece of white water.
Hidden in thick forest, the Tree Trunk Gorge consists of a tight rapid that narrows down to just a single meter wide.
In kayaking terms, this is about as an exposed a run as you can get. The boys are definitely fired up to drop into the tree trunk and to wrap out what has been one of the most magical kayaking trips I've been on.
So with action like this, on one of the most amazing whitewaters anywhere, it's no wonder that our kayaking heroes couldn't get it any better.
Today I think we found exactly what it is we've been looking for on this trip. That moment of clarity in the sketches of terrain and that flow that we've been looking for, where your body and your soul agree that you're living in a perfect moment.
My name's Theo Berman. We're in Lincoln City at Nelscott Reef, and I am training and testing for my big wave project. The objective is to surf, really the biggest wave that's ever been surfed in a kayak, but out in the ocean. And I've always admired what big wave surfers can do, and it got me thinking, I wonder how it would work if I had a kayak and actually tried to surf those waves.
To help realize this insane project, Berman seeks expert support from a friend.
Kind of go with the flow, just like a river, just like he's used to. He's used to kayaking down rivers, and that's the same thing that what waves are gonna do. They're gonna push you forward.
With waves of up to 9 meters high, it's time for Berman to face the ultimate challenge.
I haven't been pulled out of my kayak in well over 10 years. I just cut a little too deep. I knew I was gonna get hit, and at that point, when I'm getting ragdolled end over end, I realize how significant you are out there.
But after a few more attempts, Berman achieves one of the most unique kayaking experiences in history with a truly one-for-the-ages ride.
3 years in the making, finally today at Nelscott, I accomplished the goal that I'd set for myself 3 years ago.
I'm Rafa Ortiz, and I'm an extreme kayaker. We're on our way to the Veracruz Basin, to what is known today as the new mecca of extreme kayaking.
Number 1 in our countdown belongs to a Mexican kayaker who's going home for what many people would say is a suicide mission. His task? To freefall an epic 40-meter waterfall named the Big Banana.
This waterfall, and the way you see it from here, runs down out of a canyon. And the only way you can get out of it, once you're inside it, is by jumping.
Once the kayak's winched to the top, Rafa's only focusing on one thing.
I see the horizon of where I'm going. With the first stroke, I surge towards the stream, leaving behind any possibility to quit. I cannot hear the water anymore. I get to the fall, and at the last moment I see everything. And then I fall. The experience I get from chasing waterfalls aren't measured in meters nor records. My life's goal is to die exhausted instead of bored.